Hey, it's Tim here, and I want to share with you one of the reasons why most people who set goals don't actually achieve it. And one of the reasons is because people consciously, I want you to pay attention to the language that I'm using, to the words that I'm using here, right? Number one is people consciously set goals. But what happens is they don't subconsciously believe that they may achieve that goal. Right? See, the thing is, when we go out and set goals, we do, dream building, we go out and set these big goals, wanting to achieve it. What we don't understand, or what we don't realize, is that there are subconscious beliefs that may be holding us back, right? And so therefore, there are beliefs that we have consciously. We go, yes, I can hit that goal, because we consciously believe that we can, but subconsciously, there may be beliefs that are holding you back, which therefore creates self-sabotage. How many have ever gone after a dream, or after a goal, or after a vision before, and for some reason you self-sabotage yourself, right? Anyone been that way? I know I have been, and I know that it's held me back tremendously. But here's the thing that I've found is that there's different identities, right? There's what I call the ideal identity, which is the end result, where you want to be. Where you want to be, like whatever goal you set, you want to be there. That's the identity that you want to be. That's the ideal identity. That's number one. Number two is the identity that what's the name I gave it? Can't remember what the name I gave it, but it's the identity where you think that you are. Right, where you think that I'm this type of person, and it's the projected identity, where it's the identity that you project to other people. When you first put on that mask in the morning, and you go out and you meet your friends, you go out and you meet other people. It's that mask you put on. I call that your projected identity. But then there's that third identity, which is the hidden identity, which I call the hidden identity, which is the true you. Which is the true identity, right? There's that person that goes, with a projected identity. Let's talk about me. The projected identity is the person, that says, I am, productive. I get my shit done, and I'm very a person that just is very, very productive, right? That's my projected identity. But to be truthful with you, a lot of times my hidden identity, I'm gonna be raw with you here, my hidden identity is one of procrastination. One of just not doing things, of wasting time, of being on social media, of doing other things, of doing things that aren't producive towards creating the results and the life that I want. And so therefore, we have these three identities. What do we have to do? We have to start adjusting and start shifting towards the identities that we want to be. And so number one is being aware of your true hidden identity, of being actually truthful with yourself. So number one is awareness, right, of that you actually have a hidden identity. But number two is actually be truthful about it as well, to go, what? Yeah, I have to be honest with myself. I do procrastinate. I have to be honest with myself. I do put things off, right? So therefore, you start being truthful with yourself. But then from there, you go, okay, so who do I want to become? What habits do I have to put into place in order to get to where I want to go? And then you start changing the story, start changing your identity, and just little bits. I'm not saying you make drastic changes. I'm saying by little bits at a time, you start doing little incremental changes, and over time you become a new person. Okay, and here's the thing, is be comfortable as you start changing your identity, is be comfortable with mistakes. Because as you start changing, you're going to start changing your old ways of being, your old habits. And as you start doing new things, obviously, since you may be doing things for the first time, you may have some slip-ups, you may have some failures, you may have some mistakes. Be kind to yourself, because it's going to happen. Okay, you're going to make mistakes and it's going to happen. Be kind to yourself. And so one of the things I've found is that for the person that I want to become, it is the person that wakes up earlier. So I've started to set my clock, back a lot more. Instead of waking up 7 o'clock, 7:30, sometimes 8 o'clock, 8:30, right? I'm going to start setting up times where I'm waking up 6:30, even earlier, right? And look, am I going to do that every single day? I'm going to plan to. But if I don't, I'm going to be nice to myself and go, you know what? At least I set an alarm. I might have put it to snooze 15 times, but you know what? At least I set the alarm. The next day I'm going to do better. Right? Next day I'm going to set it for maybe 14 times, snooze 14 times. You get my point. So it's incremental changes that you can make over time, and the more you can do it, the more you are committed to it, the more you consistently do it, the more you can start stepping into your new identity, and therefore start making the changes you want to make, and start stepping into the identity that can actually achieve the results that you want to achieve. There's my little rant. There's my little spill. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. If you did, comment below. Talk to you on the next one. See ya. Bye.